So one of the questions we got, Sheila, is do you work only in California or can you help people across the country? And on that same note, these programs we're talking about, are these specific to California or are they available nationwide?
So that's a great question. First question would be, you had said, can I work in other states? So I do have multiple state licensing. And I also have associates that work with me in loanDepot that actually cover pretty much all of the country. So that's the first question. The second question would be, are all these programs for the entire nation? So the programs that we're talking about for down payment assistance are specific to the state of California. Okay. Those particular ones. But as far as renovation or self-employed borrowers with the bank statement programs, yes, that is for the entire nation.
Okay, that's fantastic. Another question, and I'm not sure if you have a quick answer on this one. Is there a credit repair company that you prefer as far as directing?
To be honest with you, I don't actually have a credit company that I recommend in any way. To be, and that's not something that I would say there's anything wrong with them, whether I believe in it or I don't believe in it. We have a program that is with the credit agency that actually allows us to do, it's like a wayfinder is what it's called. And it's a simulator that actually allows us, once we pull the credit for our buyers, it lets us know that, if our buyer, for example, some of the buyers call me maybe 6 months before they want to actually buy a home, right? I'm preparing for it. So when we pull the credit and do a pre-approval, maybe the credit has, some items that are incorrect. The simulator will let us know what can be done to improve the credit to reach that credit score that you want to reach. So that's really the system that we use, which actually really helps our clients, and it helps them to improve their credit over a certain period. Maybe they want to do it quickly, within the next couple of weeks. Maybe they want to take like 3 months to be able to pay down certain debts. Right. And that's the system that I really like. I don't really recommend a particular credit repair company.
Okay, fantastic. And then Sheila, we have a question on the bank statement program. It's a twofold question. First off, do you need to have a 12 months of bank statements? And secondly, how many years do you need to be in business to get a bank statement loan?
It's a great question. So for self-employed borrowers, most programs require a minimum of 2 years. Some even like it if they've been in business for 5 years, right? But in regards to the bank statement programs, there are some aggressive bank statement programs that only need 1 month bank statement to be able to actually, it's crazy. Most of the ones that I like, because the terms are so favorable, are the 12-month or 24-month bank statements. Those particular ones still have favorable rates, favorable costs. But if someone just, has the need to go with a 1 month bank statement, that is also available. I would say you should have pretty good credit and pretty great amount of down payment for that one.
Okay, so it is available. And like anything, if the more aggressive it is, it's going to be a little bit pricier.
That's right.
Okay. We got a question. How rapid is credit repair? I can speak to that. I've seen people clean up their credit usually in a minimum of about 3 months. There is some back and forth with the credit agencies writing a letter. They have a certain amount of time to respond to that. It's kind of a back and forth process. Probably more realistic is 6 months. It's not so much of an overnight process as far as what I've seen. Sheila, I know you can do a rapid rescore and help people pretty much overnight but minor adjustments, right?
Yeah, and those are 72 hours. So if there are some corrections that need to be done to a credit report, for example, I'll give you one that actually we just had last Monday. We pulled the credit and the buyer had items that were on there that were supposed to be taken off through the divorce, and they had court papers that showed that they no longer were supposed to have those particular debts in their name. And they also had letters from the creditor that had actually said on there, this was from a while ago, that they had removed that. So there were just mistakes on the credit report. We submitted those to the agencies. It took 72 hours and those were removed, and then the credit score increased.
Wow, that's great. So if everyone's ducks are in a row, it can be pretty quick. If they're disputing things and it's a more longer process, then it might be a little longer.
That's right.
Okay. Had a question on the down payment assistance. So is is that, are those funds limited as far as, the amount of funding available for down payment?
No, the ones that we work with are not just really the local ones like from the city or anything like that. These are the housing agencies in the state of California. And no, they're not limited.
Okay. And then a question on the renovation loan. Can you do a renovation loan on a condo? Yeah, that's the first question. Let's go there.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. Now, keep in mind, there's certain renovations that cannot be done based on what the guidelines are from the HOA.
Okay.
However, yes, inside you want to go in and redo your kitchen. Absolutely. You can do the renovation loan. Yes.
And one other question on the renovation loan. Can you do a renovation loan with a minimal down payment?
Yes, absolutely. There's actually FHA renovation loan, and that's with 3.5% down payment. And then you can also do the VA, which is the 100% financing one. Yes.
Wow, that's great. Now, funny question for you. You can't combine the renovation and the down payment assistance.
No, I haven't done that. No.
Okay, good. And then the down payment assistance program, is that only available for first-time home buyers, or is that available to anyone?
That's a great question. There is actually an amazing program that does not require you to be a first-time home buyer, which is wonderful. I mean, you can even have maybe a rental property that you have not lived in, right, in the past year, and you can still qualify for down payment assistance. So no, you do not have to be a first-time home buyer.
Wow. Now, the down payment assistance, just to be clear, is for primary residences, correct?
Yes, it is exactly for that primary residence, not second home or investment properties.
Now, same question for the bank statement program and the renovation loan program.
Yes, you can do the bank statement program for the investment. Again, yes, you can do it for the investment, but again, it's not going to be favorable terms. It definitely isn't. Mostly, I would say these are made to be for primary residence for the bank statement programs. They really are. You're going to see the favorable terms for the primary residence, not even for second home. I think primary really should be the only ones. The other ones are just not favorable.
Okay.
Renovation loan, again, that is going to be for primary and second home.
Oh, good. Okay, so not so much for investment properties, but second home.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, I think that is all the questions we have. You have been just a great resource, and just really appreciate you sharing your time with us today, Shila.
Thank you, Jordan. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to find you, Shila, and they have other questions for you, what is the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Really simple. If you actually go to loandepot.com/S Charati. So Charati is my last name, S for Shila. So loandepot.com/S Charati. That is my site. Or you can just call me, of course, on my cell anytime. And I think all that information is going to be on this. Courtney is going to put it up for us, right?
Yeah, it'll be on that.
Thank you, Courtney.
On the Facebook feed. Well, fantastic. Well, thank you again so much, Shila. We really appreciate you. And if anyone has additional questions, Shila told you how you can find her. You can find me at orangecountyrealestateservices.com. Happy to answer any other questions that you have. And happy Thursday to everybody. Thanks for being with us here on screen, on Facebook, and have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.